She got jumped too high into something.
We're on to what he was fixing.
Oh,
I knew it was coming.
No. Gym time traumas, what not to do with a chainsaw, and the ultimate karmic revenge. Today, we are back at it, breaking down all of the jaw-dropping medical scenes and insane ways people supposedly kick the bucket in 1,000 Ways to Die. Here to help me react today is my wife, Jen.
As you may or may not have known, I used to be an actress on this show, and there is plenty of medical chaos coming your way.
Let's dive right in.
Hank is a house husband.
House husband.
Yeah, that's not how I operate.
Neither one of us are house people.
Locked down, right. We both are working hard.
Which is another way of saying he's unemployed.
What are you doing still sitting there? I told you to clean those hedges up.
His wife, Darla, works 2 jobs.
She works in the medical field. I'm
I didn't say
assuming, 'cause of
scrubs. Yeah.
2 weeks now they've been sitting there not done.
It's gonna get done. Stop busting my balls.
Uh-oh.
So
Chainsaw.
Hank fires up the
I love where it's positioned right in the crotch
Nethers.
ovaries.
Right. But at least it has like a front protection. Gotta wear safety glasses. I've seen things get shot in people's eyes.
I imagine you see a lot of chainsaw injuries.
A lot of times it's like kickbacks that get people. Those are the big ones, the big traumas, or if they slip and fall.
Never the sharpest tool in the shed. Hank thinks
Nobody's
he
got
can
a
score
hoe.
with some chainsaw gymnastics.
Oh, Lord.
After securing the saw in the on position.
Oh, are you serious?
You serious?
Please don't play helicopter with the chainsaw.
What?
Bound by a zip tie.
Why does he have a zip tie randomly in his pocket?
You know.
Check this out, baby.
Also, why is she doing yard work in a mini skirt and heels? I mean, I do sometimes. Just kidding.
I mean, I think she's just trying to take down the Christmas lights in summertime.
There's so much going on.
Oh, she is in high heels.
She's in high heels.
Oh.
Does anybody watching this think it's going to end well?
Oh, no.
It's pushing on your airway. It's collapsing the vessels on each side of the neck. You might not be able to breathe, or you get lightheaded, dizzy, and fall.
I don't think he was fully unconscious. I think he had an unfortunate fall.
But he landed directly on it, hitting the front part. So you're cutting through your airway. The soft tissue is going to bleed a bunch. As he turns his head, maybe he might be exposing the jugular vein and carotid artery on that left side.
Do you think he's stuck on it with the chainsaw tearing motion?
You could have blocked it, but his eyes are open. He's blinking, not able to move his arms.
Maybe he's already dead and this is just, no.
Right, totally unconscious or something.
And it's just, he's stuck
It's just
there.
It's just finished it, right.
Finish him.
Finish him.
This is a Final Destination situation.
100%. Like, what is going on? Like, that is awful.
That's awful.
Hey, ladies, we ain't quite open yet. Need another 10 minutes till it's set up.
We have to use this right now.
That was aggressive,
Yeah,
lady.
really aggressive. He's putting things together, checking safety, making sure everything is good for people to use. There's a reason.
Yeah.
Andrea wasn't about to let anyone come between her and her goals. When they hit the trampoline, Andrea launched into a full-bore PMS-a-thon.
Oh my gosh.
What they used to say on TV. It's a real thing, okay? So we make jokes about it, but there's hormonal changes.
I read something recently that said for a man to experience what women experience during their monthly cycle, it would have to go through like 100 years of aging in a day. That dramatic of a shift where your testosterone would have to fall off a cliff.
Got it.
Why don't you actually try this time?
Ooh, yelling at our friend.
You want to see how to be a real gymnast? Watch me.
Jumping like she was a
Little kid.
like a 7-year-old on their birthday. I really shouldn't talk smack because I'm terrible on a trampoline too.
This is how.
She got jumped too high into something.
We're on to what he was fixing.
Oh,
I knew it was coming.
no. That's a horrible way to die, but I don't
Would
think...
that have immediately killed her though? I feel like it would not have.
Exactly, it would not. It would cause a lot of pain, bleeding. You'd probably maybe perforate a bunch of intestines. Maybe you're gonna injure the spinal cord.
She's stuck her landing.
It's so messed up. Maybe if it goes so far up there that it ruptures like the aorta in the abdomen, it like breaks off into go to the legs and you rupture that major vessel and you bleed out on the inside and die. But, damn. it's pretty hard to pull off.
She should have listened to the maintenance man. He hadn't finished setting up the uneven parallel.
But she would have landed on that.
Wood. Which would have been
Andrea came
less.
down on it with enough force to run the metal pole deep into her body.
What do you do in this? You always say don't pull it out.
And that's gonna be really hard to get somebody off of that, but to get them to the hospital, you have to get them off of that. So unfortunately, there are scenarios where you can say don't pull it out, but then you're never gonna get the person to the hospital.
Art doesn't go much beyond what you find in a centerfold. But what if that centerfold came to life? That's kind of what happened to this fruitcake, Marcel.
Why are they talking smack about him already?
He came on aggressive there, narrator.
Are you gonna call Michelangelo a fruitcake? Come on.
Come on! His young wife, Natalie, was tired of his neglect.
Why are you not paying attention to me? This is nothing. It's stone. I'm real.
This is real!
Oh gosh.
I love their accents. It's giving me Northeast vibes.
Yeah.
Marcel, I'm real. I'm right here. Imagine if I said that. You're like doing charts. I'm right here.
He was in love.
He's. I was gonna say he's grabbing that statue a little
From
aggressively.
Vagina. And now she was ready.
Wait, what?
Now I can see why the wife's upset.
Yeah, he's cheating on her.
Is it marble? Is it paper mache? What is happening here? Ugh, either way, it's so creepy.
Marcel discovered his goddess wasn't done with him. He was suffering from a condition known as priapism.
Wait,
He said it wrong.
priapism is just the
Engorgement for a prolonged period of time.
right,
Of blood in the nethers.
non-sexual.
I would say he's engorged and probably stuck.
Not due to priapism, maybe because it's just stuck.
Where were their medical fact checkers?
With one last Herculean effort, he popped the door cork and tumbled off the table. Finally, free at last.
Oh!
Oh, we're assuming the stone is super heavy.
I'm sure in the real life.
The weight of that, it must have crushed his head.
Well, it kind of hit him in the chest too.
Something called the RNT phenomenon, where you're getting enough electrical energy, even by force, that hits in a weird time of your beat, which sends you into a cardiac abnormal rhythm that's not sustainable for life.
Ouch.
Could it just have crushed his ribs and his heart?
It could. You wouldn't instantaneously die, but you can get chest crushing, break ribs. You're not able to expand to get breath in, so you can suffocate. Or it didn't depict it well here and crushed his head and just smushed his brain.
We are here for a wine tasting. I'm sorry we're closed.
Helga said she liked wine. So Lloyd took her to a low-rent, out-of-season winery.
Going normal wine tasting like we do occasionally, you could partake in a few adult beverages responsibly.
And if you do, you can consider Poor Decisions by my company Life Happens, a pre-party supplement designed to help your body handle alcohol more efficiently. You can find Poor Decisions at lifehappens.com or on Amazon.
The two lovebirds decided to climb inside a half-full wine
This is
vat
trespassing and against the law.
to get it on.
Get it on in a wine vat.
Frolicking in a wine vat with a half-naked Swedish beauty?
How do you know what that actually is though? Maybe it's wine, maybe it's something else.
Pesticides, fertilizer, whatever they use to ferment and
Manure.
speed up the process.
I don't know. Maybe it's the septic tank. You have no idea.
Oh my gosh, imagine.
A short time later, Lloyd and Helga were feeling anything but sexy.
You're having gases. CO2. Maybe CO2.
They realized they were in trouble, but it was too late.
Oh.
There's a reason why they call it carbon dioxide.
Yep. We have patients that pass away from hypercarbia when their CO2 levels get super, super high. We see this in COPD patients. They're chronically going to have high CO2 levels. They come in altered, sleepy.
High carbon dioxide content that they were breathing in, it displaced the oxygen. The hemoglobin in your red blood cells not able to transport oxygen to your cells. You start to develop dizziness, confusion. You can pass out and then die.
Realistic.
Don't go in silos either. They also have different gases that can form, as well as potential microorganisms in there as well.
Reminds me of people who go scuba diving. If you're not exhaling properly, you could have a buildup of nitrogen.
Yep.
Chef Aoki, master.
Oh, like a hibachi place.
Benihana's.
Yeah.
I love those places. I get practicing, but you should be practicing with supervision.
Like, yeah, supervision and maybe not real knives. Interestingly enough, my brother was a really good bartender at one time, and he practiced with fake bottles so he can like flip them around like in the movie Cocktail.
He threw the blade up too high.
Oh, okay. I thought it was going down his throat. Oh my gosh, I got so nervous.
Oh, crush injury. Maybe hitting the back of the head and knocked him out, even though it's depicting that he was just stuck there, being held down on a burning surface. You'd have to burn a lot to succumb to that kind of injury.
Oh, what? No. Buddha is heavy.
Not that lucky.
I would think more of just the sheer weight on the back of his head.
Yeah, back of the head or onto the torso where you can't breathe. You're not getting oxygen in. If you were calm and you weren't being burned, maybe you could take more shallow breaths and try to figure out how to get out from under that. You're trying to breathe, you can't, you pass out more.
When the knife went up, it managed to slice clean through a support rope.
Oh.
Instant karma in the form of a giant Buddha head knocked the poser chef out.
Poser chef. Why is he so mean?
Why is it so mean?
The burns.
First degree, right? Sunburn. Second degree, that's the ones that blister. And then third degree are the ones that burn so much that you don't have any pain anymore. Deep seconds and third degree burns typically have to have a skin graft done.
10 minutes later, a new dish was created. Grilled ayoki.
It's interesting how Buddha comes in so many shapes and sizes.
I was just thinking the same thing.
Buddha the spread for me, won't you?
We have a Buddha in our backyard.
We do, and we've been to parts of the world where
They have the
there's
giant golden Buddha, the laying down Buddha.
Yeah, tons.
Which was the most realistic looking back.
From a nerd standpoint, the wine one for me, because it's like scientifically like, oh yeah, that can get you. And actually it's like the least sexiest or the least dramatic.
We know which one was the sexiest.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, awful. But I mean, this is good. Always entertaining, and I hope everybody learned something by Jen and I bantering back and forth to each other.
Yes.
If you guys enjoyed this, definitely check out the other 24 episodes of this right here in this playlist. And as always, do me a favor, make sure you subscribe, turn on your bell notifications, and hit that like button for me. Thank you so much for watching.
And stay healthy, my friends.